First off, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself and the company behind this game?
So I'm Thomas, I'm with Crimson Owl Studios. We're Utrecht based in the Netherlands. We started off as a group of friends, computer science students. We got together, we thought, oh, we're going to make a game engine and then we're going to make games. It was about 7 years ago when we had this idea. We thought, well, we can make a 3D brick breaker. We have got our physics engine in our engine. So that should be fun, and it was fun, but it took us 7 years after, because we kind of really discovered that there's so many things you can do with the genre. So we added all these little levels, and they're all in the same bigger area, so you kind of grow in scope. We've added puzzles, we've even added some platform and levels I could show you later.
So you made your own game engine from scratch?
Well, yeah, we took some bits and pieces, but the engine itself, the core, yeah, that's all our own code.
Alright, so let's hop into this.
Yes.
Is there any sort of story behind this? Or
there is a story behind, yeah. You'll see this big evil looking dude, or girl, I'm not sure. And he's kind of your nemesis. They're kind of defeating him. We're kind of adding the stories to the game is on Steam Early Access.
Okay.
But we're kind of adding the narrative.
So it's like a classic block-breaking game, but obviously a lot more in depth.
So yeah, this first area, it's more meant as a homage to Brick Breaker, like a really gentle introduction. So it doesn't really show off some of the wilder ideas we had, which I shall show you later as well, so you get a good impression of the game. Well, yeah, you got the multiple balls, you gotta have those. So see if you can try a charge shot. Just click the mouse, you can't move while you're charging, not until it's fully charged. Ooh. Yes. Oh, that's so extra. Oh, it's gone. And it's gone.
So is the goal here just to break everything?
No, the goal is actually to get into a showdown with the boss. Okay. And you see the portal there?
Yeah.
So it's open now, and if you go through it, if you get the ball through it, you go to the next bit of level. The pedal takes off. Go to the next bit. So you see him in the background there waiting for you.
Yeah, I see him over there, yeah.
Yeah, still got a bit more playing to do before you get to him.
Oh, what happened? Is that a debuff then?
Yeah, it's a debuff.
Okay.
Personally my favorite. Maybe because I made it.
Oh, okay.
I am biased.
Yeah. So what about the art style of the game? Did you go through any many iterations of the art style, or did you have a sort of clear idea of how you wanted the game to look from the get-go?
No. We really, it was quite early on in the development. We really had a year where we were kind of searching for our style. We went. First idea was like, well, maybe we want to get this really abstract kind of style. But then we thought, no, we're gonna get this more realistic style. And we thought about setting it up in a kind of rural setting with farms and plants. And but then we found that a bit darker, more industrial look kind of fitted better. And
right. Oh no, not again.
Hey. So that's the way out of the debuff as well. So yeah, but
are there online leaderboards for this, or is it just local?
Well, the minivan.
Ask me again in a couple of months, and the answer is yes. Right now, the answer is no.
Okay.
So we are working on it. We got all the wiring in place, but we just need to make the actual leaderboards themselves.
Oh.
So
I'm not a fan of this debug.
I'll stop picking it up.
I'm like, oh, something to pick up. Grab it. So am I trying to break through this here, or am I just hitting?
So when you're destroying the surroundings, you're kind of unlocking this cage, and if you destroy the last brick, or just well, actually a little bit before it, because It's one of the annoyances of the brick breakers that you have to have every last block. So we're trying to make it like you can get every block, and if you want to go for a high score, you definitely should. But you don't have to. So you can now continue destroying the bricks, or you can hit the boss and you trigger the boss fight.
I'll try. Hey.
There he is. So these round things are his shields, they indicate his lives. They recharge if you give him enough time to recover. Aww. That's it, one more. No, you're avoiding him now. Don't show mercy. That's good.
What about the environments in the game? Are they all sort of industrial, or do they change up quite a lot?
Well, that's actually a good question. So the first 3 chapters, they're in an industrial setting, and that's what we've released so far. But if you go to the right, I can show you. There's actually there's second chapter. That's all still industrial. It's also industrial. It's kind of getting darker, and then here. But we haven't actually released this yet. But this is the second chapter, the second, chapter. It's not a chapter. It's the second team. We got 2 teams, so this is more kind of an metropolitan, So this is like way later in the game. So and also these levels are not released. You cannot play them in the Steam build yet.
Okay.
So
it's out at the moment as an early access.
Exactly. So the stuff that we released, we say that's about release quality, except the occasional bug. But this stuff you're playing right now, well, we're finishing this chapter up and we hope to get it out there in a couple of weeks. We're making good progress.
Is it just on PC, or are you going to come to platforms?
Well, it's PC for the moment. We made our own engine, and it only runs on PC. So yeah, we took the decision in a pre-Unity era, and it was a sensible decision at that point, and I'm still happy we took it, because I think the game also gets a bit of its own feel because it's a custom engine.
Well, you don't get many custom engines.
No.
You get people using Unreal,
which is
things.
A very sensible decision to make. But we kind of did it for learning purposes, but also we kind of wanted to feel what it would be like to make your own engine and then really releasing a game in it.
So the team itself, are they industry veterans? Are they from other companies? They have a lot of background making other games? Or?
No, it's our first game. We really started off as computer science students. A couple of us are working with gaming right now, but most of us actually are not. Well, it's about 50-50. Myself, I have a day job as a software engineer in a completely not gaming related company. 2 others, same story. Our artist, he's an industry veteran, and we're really happy with the work he's done.
It's quite well fleshed out for your first proper game.
Well, we did have 7 years.
That's true.
So it's a curse and a blessing at the same time. Because the blessing is that you just get so much time to polish, and you don't have to release at this moment, so you can just add that other layer of polish. But yeah, at the same time, the curse is you don't have to release, so there's no real pressure on releasing, and kind of just keep on adding to beyond the point where it's still such a good idea to keep on adding stuff.
I don't think I'm going to be beating any leaderboards today.
No, that's fine. So this is one more, say a bit more pinball-inspired puzzle, where you just kind of have to hit the switches to trigger other things happening. It's kind of that's going to be the new addition to the 4th chapter. We'll add these switches, and they'll allow for some more puzzles. But Yeah,
I like the art style a lot.
well, thanks. Yeah, we're just so happy with our artist. He's really doing an excellent job. I think you can tell he's by far the most experienced guy in the team.
Do you keep the 2 balls as you go on to the next one?
No, you don't.
Resets.
That resets. It's also because not all areas will allow for multiple balls. So close. You get 1 mercy ball.
Oh, okay.
So we have this feature. It's called the mercy ball. And if you die, you get to trigger it. You can't get a high score anymore, but you can still finish the game. With a lot of players saying, if only I had 1 more life, I could have finished this.
Game over.
So shall I show you the other game mode?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just grab the mouse. So this is the story mode, and playing through the story mode, you kind of unlock these skill levels as you go along that really focus on one mechanic. So this is the first one, and there's no chaos. There's just 1 guy to hit, and you just
sort of improve your skills and
exactly
practice a bit.
It does get hectic quite fast because it does speed up, and you kind of have to hit him with at least every time the ball touches the pedal after you get a new one. The score gets a bit the score you get for that guy gets a bit lower. So if you hit him in the first attempt, it's 5 points, and it's 4. These kind of mini games, at shows like this, we tend to have a lot of fun with them ourselves because we kind of challenge each other for high scores. So we just kind of added this game mode because we had all of these little ideas and they didn't all necessarily fit in the story. So we kind of gave ourselves this playground to just kind of have this 1 gameplay idea and make a little mini game out of it. Yeah. 1 more. I'll show you a crazy one.
It must be quite frustrating seeing a new person come to the game after you've been developing it for so many years and you've got lots of experience and you can really angle it.
Yeah.
So seeing a new person come to the game and just miss all the time, it's like, come on.
No, I'm just happy that I still have something to show for all my effort.
Yeah.
So the point is, the more balls you have, for every second you have a ball, you get a point. And each of this is an extra ball, so you kind of have to get as many balls alive as possible. And the bricks release balls. Don't expect to be able to talk through this one. all the new ones.
I'm losing everything. Oh gosh.
So that's good. Oh no.
I just got to keep them going.
Yeah. I think probably the best thing is to get them in some sort of pattern where you have some time for yourself to return them. You're actually doing quite well. Almost got on that leaderboard.
Not too far off.
Not too far off. You could do it if you have another attempt, I'm sure.
Let's try 1 more then.
1 more.
1 more. Now I'm into it. Let's go.
Yeah, you can do it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you very much for showing me the game. It was really a lot of fun.
Thanks for trying it.
Thank you.
Glad you liked it.
Yeah.